Hey, what's going on, guys? It's the Blue Matrix here. Welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make the Iron Jack. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and if you do, be sure to show some love. Hit the like button down below. Maybe we get to 5 likes or something, I'd be greatly appreciated. And if you're all new to my channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button, turn on notifications, and become a part of the notification squad. So what the Iron Jack is that this is a Blue Matrix original design. This will produce 1,400 iron in an hour from these 4 alone. This could be stacked upon. Not really sure how high you gotta be to stack it, but this will produce 1,400 iron from these 4 alone. So anyway, this is a very expensive list of material. I don't know how much exactly you're going to need, but however, if anyone wants to count in the comments, I will be gladly to do so. I'll let you do so. Anyway, without wasting any time, let's get started. Okay, so the first thing you want to do for when you develop this farm is that you need to know exactly where you want to put it. You can't put it in any place you want to. All right, it has to be by the chunk borders. All right, so what do you mean by that? All right, so on Java, you can press F3G on your keyboard, and this will bring in the chunks of Minecraft. All right, so over here is the center of this chunk. All right, so what we're gonna want to do is go ahead and get any block that you can, nothing that can be burned or anything. I would say let's just go ahead and get some polished diorite. I mean it doesn't matter what you use. It's just something that you can use for that so that way it doesn't get burned up. All right, so let's just do this, and what we're gonna do is make a hole 3x3. There we go. Alright, so we got our border right here. So you must be wondering, like, okay, so how are we going to get the spawn chambers made and how far we got to go out? Okay, so here's what we're going to do, alright? We're going to be making 3 8-block long pathways, alright? So like this, alright? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then you go up 1. And 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Go up 1 more. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright. So you just go ahead and break that block now. And then, yeah. Well, actually, it's supposed to be like that. Anyway. So, make it 3 blocks wide. Alright. Alright, so here's what we want to be in, alright? We want to be in its own separate, we want the chamber to be in its own separate chunk, alright? The reason why we want it in their own separate chunks, and more particularly about a few chunks away from each other, is so that way it can generate so that way it doesn't get mixed up in its own golem making. So, because if it's like inside its own same chunk or close to each other, it will act as if it's one village instead of multiple. So, which is why we want to do it that way. So, we're gonna repeat this to the other. We're gonna repeat this to every other side. We're gonna do it 4 sides. So, I'll be back in a second. Alright, so I went ahead and widened it up to 5 because I forgot we had to add on the wall to this, and we'll get to that in just a second. But yeah, you make it a 5 wide in its own separate directions right out here. Alright, so before we continue on making the chambers and the walls, we're just going to go ahead and build a chamber real quick, alright? So, you can approach the chamber in any way you want to. You can do all hoppers in the bottom, or you can do like a water pattern, and so that way it can reduce time. But for the sakes of the tutorial, we're just going to do all hopper. So, not that you have to do it in this way. You could do a strategy like have water flow them into one corner of the area, so that way it uses one hopper or whatever. But yeah, it's just for the sake. We're just gonna do it like this. So we're gonna get some glass. You don't have to have glass, but just for the show of it. All right. So we're gonna make a kill chamber down here. And for any legendary golem spawner makings, you know where this is going. So we're gonna fill this up. That. Alright, so we're gonna need some, what we're gonna need is some water. Well, not really, I guess we're gonna, yeah, I mean, I guess might as well just go ahead and show it. We're gonna get some water, lava, and some signs. Alright, so we're gonna get, here we go, over here, there should be signs here, here we go. Alright, so we'll just go ahead and, let's just go ahead and leave one of this out. If you ever want to like save on, if you want to save on hoppers, you can do this. All right, so we'll do that. Break this. All right, do that. Do that. There we go, and do that. All right, so it pushes them all over to this, and it goes into that one hopper. So now we're going to go ahead and put the signs down. Put 9 signs down total. And lava. And voila, the kill chamber's ready. So now with that out of the way, we can go ahead and get the, we're going to go ahead and get the pods ready. So what we're going to do is get this. Go out a couple blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4. Break that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Break that. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then break that. Alright. So this is where we're going to be right here, and right there is where we're going to be putting the beds and the villagers. In the middle, we're going to be putting the zombies. So, now if you're doing this on the ground, which I highly prefer, if you're doing this on the ground, you might want to put like slabs all over the place so that way it obstructs the golem spawns. But if you're doing this in the air, you're gonna have to build like some kind of system to get the villagers up here. But for the sake of the tutorial, we're just gonna regularly spawn them in. Just use your creativity to get the villagers in, whether if it's a railroad system or the boat or water system, however you want to get them up here. But for the sake of the tutorial, we're not really gonna go through that mess because I preferably build mine on the ground. It'd take too long to build a slab process when making the tutorial. So we're gonna go ahead and build the glass chamber. We're gonna go this high, and then on the top we're gonna be making a solid. We're gonna be making a solid out of the top, which is 4 blocks up. Now right here, let's just go ahead and get the beds out. Where's beds at? I think it's in here. Here it is. Alright. So beds go right there, right there, right there. Let's just build this for the rest of the sides. Okay. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna set up a system, alright? And this is a custom system that I build, but you don't have to do this, but this is what I preferably do, because sometimes the spawner does not want to work, and then you're going to have to reset it manually. So here's what I do, alright? So go ahead and get your sticky pistons, and we're going to put them right there, right there, right there, and put a block there, there, there. Alright. We'll develop the redstone system in just a minute, but we're going to set up like this for now. So, what we're going to do is put glass here, and glass here. So that way villagers don't jump over this, and so that way the zombie doesn't jump through here either. So we'll also put a glass right there, and glass right there, so that way the zombie does not escape from the system. And now we're going to go ahead and get our villagers inside here. So what you want to do is get your villagers, and however you want to get them up here, but we're just going to spawn them in. Villager spawn egg, here it is. Alright, so villager 1, villager 2, and villager 3. So now we're going to go ahead and seal them all off. Oh, you know what? Might as well just add one more thing. Put a light inside. That's one thing I forgot to do. Alright, so what's the reason why we're going to put a light inside is because we don't want mobs to spawn in here and kill all the villagers. That would not be a good day. You'll be sad. Like that and like that. Alright, yeah, well, you can barely see the torch right there. Alright, now we can go ahead and seal them up. Alright, so what I would preferably want you to do is go one block out. Like that. We're going to make about 9 blocks back. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then fill this entire section with the block. Okay, so now that you got this made, now what you want to do is go ahead and build now what you want to do is just go ahead and get your wall out. It could be cobblestone wall, it could be deep slate. It doesn't matter what you get. So now we just need to get it out. Where is it located? Right here. Okay. So just because it looks nice, we're just gonna get the deep slate. So we'll just go ahead and get rid of the hopper and put the deep slate up. So we're gonna go. Before we do that, we're gonna do this. All right. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see. All the way around here. Just like that. So, and now we need to build the wall right up to where it's meet up to this. But actually, we'll do that in just a second. What we're gonna also do is go ahead and increase this one more. Break these three real quick, and then fill this up. Alright, so now we can go ahead and add the walls. So, now, and you must be wondering, like, why do I need to add these walls? The reason is because sometimes the golems will bug themselves into the wall, and then you'll have to manually push them out. This is to where that they don't do that. Because you don't want to push them out manually. Alright, next up, you want to put the signs down. So, put the sign there, sign there, sign there, sign there, sign there, sign there, and sign there. Alright, just enough so that way it blocks this side and that side. Because we're going to be putting water down. There, there, there. There, there, there. There. Alright. So, you fill this side with... Oh, I don't want to do that. I did not mean to add that. Give it just one moment. Okay, let's clean this up. Alright. There and there. Alright. Alright. Sorry about that. So, do that. Alright. And you want to put the water down here. There, there, there. Alright. So now that's up. You can go ahead and get... We can go ahead and get this wall down. Straight down over here. So we're going to do Well, actually, let's do one more thing. We're gonna put the zombie in here. Do whatever you had to get the zombie in, and then we'll do that. I know I keep stalling, but yeah, I was not really very organized. I'm not a very organized person, to be honest with you. So, zombie is right here. Zombie's right here. Get the light. And we also need a name tag. Or, if he's at the very least holding something. But a name tag will be easier. You can get the name tags from... You can get name tags from villagers, chests, anything, just about anything. Alright, let's go ahead and name this real quick. Alright. Let's go ahead and name it, anvil. Here we go. Alright, sub for more cringiness. I'm pretty sure I might not have spelled that right, but anyway, this is what you're gonna do. Alright, we're just gonna block this for now. Alright, we're just gonna block that for now, and we'll fix that later. Right now, we just don't want them to, like, interrupt with the spawning, so... Let's just go ahead and block this off. Alright. So we got a wall like this. We're gonna now go ahead and get this like too high. So that way a golem doesn't try to like spawn into that side. And get it over to this corner. Alright, so now that you got this up, we're going to go ahead and put the water down. Like that, and like that. Alright, so what I want you to do is go ahead and repeat the chamber steps and the wall steps over to the side. But don't worry, I'm just going to do a small speed run. So that way nothing's like skipped over and maybe you missed something. It ain't gonna be too fast. This is just gonna be like a little bit of a speed up, so that way you can catch up. So I'll meet you guys in just a second. right, so the main build is now finished. So now you must be wondering. Okay, so even though the chambers and the setup is finished, what does that have to do with the sticky pistons? Because we're fixed to do another set. All right, and now, like I said, this is optional for the build. You don't have to use sticky pistons, but however, it would help out if you're having like a spawn issue, if they're like not spawning in. So let's just go ahead and clear our inventory and get the redstone requirements out. All right, so what you want to have is redstone torches, redstone repeaters, and a lever. And also have some blocks too. So, now, what you want to do is go ahead and set where you want to do the, we're just going to go ahead where you want to set the torch, lever setup. So we're just going to go ahead and do this real quick. Alright. Alright, so now we're going to go run down here. This is where your redstone torch is going to be. This is where your torch is going to be. We're going to go straight down. And we're going to try to meet all the way to this right here. Like this. Alright. Alright. And then you're going to break these out. Every other block. Do that. Do that. You have torches here. Alright. Before we set the last set of torches up there, we want to go ahead and break those blocks on the top, because we don't want to obstruct anything. All right, just like that. It'll push the sticky pistons up. That we're just only doing that so that way it doesn't like, yeah, so that way it doesn't like push it up. So we're gonna go ahead and do that, and then also put another repeater here. All right, so there, and crossing over to there. Right, so we're going to be repeating that for all them down there. Alright, and I believe you are done. So, now, what you want... Okay, so, now you must be wondering. Okay, so now that we got the piston set up, how are we going to get these guys to spawn, since they were already scared before and nothing was happening? Okay, so here's what you do, alright? And I have not figured this out. I have not found anyone that has explained it, so I'm going to go ahead and explain it here, okay? So, what you want to do for this to work, to get them fixed, is set it to nighttime. Alright, so now, once it's nighttime, everyone's going to be wanting to go to bed, alright? Because people like doing their beds, alright? So, what you want to do is have them relax in their beds, have them reset in their beds, and, oh, wait, I forgot to put the, forgot to fix them up. So, alright, so, yeah, and you just saw the golem spawn. So what you want to do is wait for it to be nighttime, and then wait, what's this happening? Oh yeah, I forgot. Okay. All right. So here's what you want to do. Okay, you want it to be nighttime, and you want it to be nighttime, so that way they can all get in their beds, and this will reset their panic mode. So once you flip this lever down here, everyone's going to want to start going into panic mode. And since they're all in their own separate chunks, they act as their own separate villages. So once you flip this lever, everyone will go to panic mode. Check this out. Look at this. All 4 are spawning on their own. And I've done the math correctly after doing some tweaks with the walls. And this is how the final product was from the prototype I made yesterday. This will generate 1,400 iron per hour. And this is just from these 4 alone. You can stack this. This is able to be stacked. I don't know how high you have to go for it to do it functionally. But however, I know for a fact that you can be able to stack this. So you can put more of these above this, but this one by itself can produce 1,400 iron. So anyway, yeah, that's the tutorial. If this tutorial is a little bit more complicated for you, like if it's going too faster in speed runs, if you want me to, I can make a slower version for you to follow along into the next upload if you guys want that as a request. And yeah, this is all for the tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Shout out to Yedelite for giving me the name Iron Jack, which I thought was a clever name because it's like lumberjack, but instead it's for iron. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, be sure to show some love. Hit the like button down below. Maybe we get to 5 likes or something. That'd be greatly appreciated. And if you're at all new to my channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button, turn on notifications, become a part of the notification squad. What another way to show an original idea. And, well, yeah, thank you guys for all the support. And, well, I'll see you dudes next time. Peace out, Majorholics.